Welcome in, everyone. Steve Lennox, Lennox on Baseball live stream podcast as we recap day number 47 of the Major League Baseball season. Glad you're on board with us as we recap a lot that happened around baseball on Monday, and we'll get into that in just a moment. We are wrapping up our next card up. Started this a few Sundays ago, wrapping it up today. 16 cards in a 2023 card set from Topps, and we're going to wrap up with our final two. And we've got Brad Miller, Texas Rangers, and we've got AJ Minter. I knew Minter was the last card. There's Mr. Miller, and there's AJ Minter. I knew Minter was the last card. I like that one. First one where we've had that image on there. AJ Minter blew the save opportunity for Atlanta Sunday night in New York as he gave up the two-run home run to Brandon Nimmo. I knew that Sunday night going into Monday, recapping day number 46, but held off. So those are the final two cards. So again, as we continue to build this, I've got a couple more sets of old baseball cards. I might even break out some of the cards that I have for my sets that are buried down in the basement. But I propose trades. I'm willing to make a trade right now. So you can put your trade proposal via X at LenoxOnBaseball. I've got Aaron Judge, Adley Rutschman and Judge were 1 and 2. My first two cards opened up in this set of 16 from the 2023 Topps card set that I opened up a few Sundays ago. So I've got Adley Rutschman, Aaron Judge. Those were my first two cards. That was a great start to this pack. And this overall, to me, it's been a while since I've opened up a set of baseball card set. So Rutschman, Judge, Vladdy Guerrero, then the stars of MLB, Fernando Tatis Jr. and Christian Yelich. I say, and Emmanuel Clase. I'll throw Emmanuel Clase in there as well. Those are the top cards I have from this set. So what are you trading for? I'll package any of the top 6 that I have, and I'll throw in a Buddy Kennedy or an Ivan Herrera or a Max Kepler for you as well, or a Sonny Gray. Those are some of the cards that are also a part of this set as well. At Lennox on Baseball via X, formerly known as Twitter. Throw a trade proposal out there, and let's have some fun with this. Be creative, and I think you got to come strong. Adley Rutschman, Aaron Judge, Vlad Jr., those top 3. It's a pretty good start from my side. So you got a trade package. You got some baseball cards. We'll say that it's, we're proposing a trade that actually, may not take place. But if you want to throw your cards in the mail, I'll do the same. Honor system. We can do it. Throw your proposal out at Lennox on Baseball via Twitter or the X. Wrapping up next card up, we get into That's Baseball. And I don't think I've ever seen it prior to Sunday. But I was listening to the Nationals and Red Sox from Fenway on the radio, Charlie Slows and Dave Jagler, and there was a time in the game where apparently the home plate umpire, didn't have the count right. And so I'm listening to Charlie and Dave, and Charlie was a little bit frustrated, like questioning how could this happen. Well, prior to Sunday, I don't think I've ever heard of a home plate umpire losing track of the count. Maybe a long time ago. But it happened again, Phillies Mets Monday night. Watching the SNY broadcast with Gary Cohn, Ron Darling, and Keith Hernandez. They had the count wrong. They relied on Chelsea. That's what they refer to it as, the replay center, where I believe I used to work. I believe it's still at Chelsea on the west side of New York City. But Keith Hernandez kind of blew his top. Was incredulous. Let's leave it at that. But they actually had to confirm it. They lost track of the count. I don't think I've ever seen that. I think umpires right now, almost daily, there's some sort of ridicule, there's some sort of negative about an umpire story. How you miss the count, how you lose track of the count as a home plate umpire, and Keith Hernandez said it, you've got the clicker. You've got 3 other umpires on the field. They should know the count. But 2 days in a row, lose track of it. And I think umpires right now are so just not trusting themselves on instincts. And they're missing a lot of calls, and they have replay. And I think they make the call knowing that they've got replay, knowing that they can have it, there'll be challenges, and they can go from there. And I think that's part of it right now. But come on, at some point, the umpires have to address this and say, you know what? Our guys have to do better. Yes, we're a union, but our guys have to be better. And there's got to be some sort of system in place that holds them more accountable than what we've seen. But right now, talking about umpires in a negative light, somehow, some way, is almost daily. Unfortunately, that's baseball at this point as well. Recapping day number 47. Let's get into it. Recapping day number 47 of the Major League Baseball regular season. We start with the Cubs and Braves in Atlanta. Good series to open up the week. And the Braves come away with a 2-0 victory in Game 1. Reynaldo Lopez, 3 relievers combining on the 2-0 shutout against the Cubs in the ATL on Monday. Lopez worked the first 5, gave up 2 hits, walked 2, struck out 4 in the outing, ended up with a no decision. A.J. Minter, we had his baseball card just a moment ago in our next card up reveal. Minter, again, blew the save opportunity, gave up a 2-run home run to Brandon Nimmo in New York at Citi Field on Sunday night. Minter worked around a hit and a walk in the top of the 9th inning, able to secure the final outs and pick up the save, his first on the year. And nice job by the Braves. 2-0 victory. Atlanta just getting the job done. And right now, that's a nice race in the NL East with the Phillies and the Braves. Braves got their 2 runs in the 6th inning. Zach Short broke a scoreless tie RBI double, scored on an RBI base hit off the bat of Ronald Acuna Jr. Shota Imanaga, 5 scoreless, and like Lopez, a no decision. Cubs' first loss of the season in the first 8 outings for Shota Imanaga has given up 2 earned runs or less in all 8 starts. He's been outstanding. 5th shutout of the season for the Atlanta pitching staff, and the Cubs also shut out for the 3rd time this year as well. Will Smith in San Francisco breaking a tie. 2-run double for Smith in the top of the 10th inning. 4-4 ball game, turning into a 6-4 lead for the Dodgers. And that's the final score as they take Game 1 in San Francisco against the Giants. Mookie Betts led off the game with a home run. 7th home run of the season for Mookie Betts. His 50th career leadoff home run to start a game. Still a long way to go to catch up to Ricky Henderson. Kike Hernandez off the bench, pinch hit home run for the Dodgers. That in the 7th inning. Both teams using 6 pitchers in the game. Yoshinobu Yamamoto gave up 4 earned runs in the start over 5 2/3 innings. Dodgers have now won each of the first 4 meetings of the regular season against the Giants. Jung-Hoo Lee, placed on the injured list, dislocated left shoulder. Lee and Michael Conforto both placed on the injured list in the last couple of days for the Giants as their injuries continue to build up. But that's big right now, both offensively and defensively, losing Lee and Conforto in that lineup for the Giants. Phillies comeback victory at Citi Field against the Mets Monday night. Phillies got 2 runs in the top of the 9th inning against Mets closer Edwin Diaz. It's easy to say right now that Edwin Diaz just not the same pitcher that he was 2 years ago, losing the entire season last year. Bryson Stott made it a 1-run game with a home run, a solo shot against Diaz in the 9th inning. Later in the inning, Diaz hit Alec Bohm with the bases loaded. That brought in the tying run. Stott then a sac fly and a run batted in the top of the 10th inning to put the Phillies in front. JD Martinez for the Mets, 3 base hits, 2 RBIs. Phillies now 21-5 over their last 26 games. Phillies, the ineptness that continues with runners in scoring position. The Phillies 1 for 11 with runners in scoring position. The Mets actually had 3 base hits with runners in scoring position. 3 for 16, though. That's not good. Mets against Christopher Sanchez at one point early on in the game, they got a run with a bases-loaded walk. They still had the bases loaded with nobody out. 3 straight strikeouts, inning over. Beatty, Bader, McNeil, all going down on strikes. Sanchez striking out those 3 hitters on not 16 or 17 pitches. They didn't make them work. He struck out 3 straight batters. Immaculate inning, no, because he walked the inning. He walked the ballpark in that inning. But he did strike out 3 straight batters with the bases loaded after he walked a batter with the bases full, and he did it on 9 pitches. First meeting of the regular season between the Blue Jays and Orioles. That matchup at Camden Yards Monday night. Jays taking Game 1 in 10 innings, 3-2 the final. Dalton Varsho tied the game at 2. The solo home run in the 8th inning. Varsho delivered the go-ahead run with an RBI ground out, situational hitting. Got the runner in from third, less than 2 outs, put the ball in play, and the Blue Jays pick up the victory in that game. Adley Rutschman, we mentioned the baseball card for Adley Rutschman. Rutschman, a pair of solo home runs in the loss, his first career 2-home-run game at the big league level. Varsho also robbing Ryan O'Hearn of a home run, that in the 4th inning. Orioles managing just 3 base hits, all 3 hits off Jose Barrios, who took a no decision. Corbin Burns started for the Orioles, gave up 1 run over 6. Orioles won Burns' first 5 starts of the season. They've now lost 4 straight outings with Burns making the start. First series of the season between the Rays and Red Sox. Series opener at Fenway Park on Monday night. Rays went 11-2 against the Red Sox in 2023. They open up with a 5-3 victory. They've now won 5 in a row against the Red Sox, dating back to last season. Ahmed Rosario, 2-run triple in the first, RBI double in the 8th inning. Tyler O'Neill, 3-run home run in the first inning to tie the game up at 3-3. Zach Eflin, the win. Cutter Crawford took the loss for the Red Sox. Jason Adam walked O'Neill to start the 9th inning, came back, struck out the next 3 hitters to close out the victory for the Rays. Tigers trailed the Marlins going to the bottom of the 8th inning Monday. Tigers 3 runs across in the 8th inning to go up a run, and they beat the Marlins 6-5 in the series opener in Detroit. Spencer Torkelson, 2-out, 2-run home run to give the Tigers the lead late in the game. His second of the season. Jason Foley, 2 strikeouts and working a perfect 9th inning. Foley the save, his 10th on the year. Tigers now 16 one-run games over their first 41, a game over 500 at 21-20 on the season, but 16 one-run games, and a credit going 8-8 in those games. Their bullpen has been, I'd say, solid overall. I'd give them a good B grade there in that Tigers bullpen. I think they'll continue to build, limit the injuries here in the coming weeks and months, and we'll see what the Tigers can do in that AL Central. Have a night, Bryan Reynolds. Pirates, Bryan Reynolds, 5 for 5, 2 doubles, a home run, 2 RBIs. Pirates in Milwaukee able to hold on for an 8-6 victory against the Brewers. First career 5-hit game for Reynolds. Yasmani Grandal, 2-run home run in the 8th inning. That put the Buccos up 7-2. Brewers' Jake Barrows, 1 swing of the bat, made it a 1-run game with a grand slam in the home 8th inning. Reynolds, little insurance with that home run in the 9th inning, solo shot. Mitch Keller, another strong outing for the Pirates. I keep mentioning Jones and now Skeens in the rotation, but Keller is certainly right there as well. Keller, 6 shutout innings, gave up 8 hits, walked no one, struck out 7, 4-3 with the win. Pirates reliever Josh Fleming, charged with 6 runs, 5 earned over an inning plus. He gave up the grand slam to Bowers in the 8th inning. He gave up 2 runs in the 7th inning, did not record an out in the 8th. Jack Sawinski, also a home run for the Pirates, 2-run shot in the 1st inning, and that gave Pittsburgh an early 2-0 lead. David Bednar, 1-2-3 9th inning for the save, his 8th on the year. Rain out in Chicago between the Nationals and White Sox. They play 2 on Tuesday. Did want to mention this, though. Barry Svrluga, great writer, covers sports and the Nationals for the Washington Post. And Barry Svrluga wrote an article on Monday in regards to the Nationals needing to cut ties with Victor Robles. And this goes back to Sunday, but it really goes back years now with Robles. Barry Svrluga, tough name, writing that Robles has been driving people crazy for years. Enough is enough. He makes a very compelling case. And I'm never one for, somebody losing their job, a manager, a player. But Barry Svrluga writes along the way, compelling case, citing a lot of different lapses by Robles over the years. And basically he's saying enough is enough. It's not going to get better. He's going to cost you on the bases. He's going to make bad plays in the outfield, missing on routine pop-ups or throwing to the wrong base. And he just wants Robles, again, that case was made by Barry Svrluga, get him out of the lineup, replace him in the lineup. And he actually gave, hey, here are some different things we can do in the scenario to get Robles out of the lineup for the Nationals. He is a free agent at the end of the year, basically saying you can cut ties right now. He's a backup outfielder. He's not going to come back and bite you. And you may disagree or agree with Barry's article, but again, he makes a compelling argument for the Nationals to part ways with outfielder Victor Robles. In Arlington, Guardians, Tanner Bybee, 4 relievers combining on a 7-0 victory for the Guardians against the Rangers. Bybee, 3 hits allowed, walked 2, struck out 4. It is the 6th shutout of the season for Cleveland pitchers. And Michael Lorenzen, terrific for the Rangers, allowing just 1 hit over 7 scoreless. He exited, and that's when the Guardians got the bats going as they scored 4 runs in the 8th inning, 3 more in the 9th inning, again winning 7-0. Jose Ramirez, 2 2-run singles late for the Guardians, now 37 RBIs on the season. I love Jose Ramirez. I hope he stays with Cleveland for his entire career. Seems content to want to do that. But he just contributes. Got off to a little bit of a slow start, was sort of hot and cold early on in the season, but Ramirez now 37 RBIs on the year. Rangers, they've lost 4 in a row. Not going to push the panic button on the Rangers yet, but it's interesting that the bats have gone quiet. Jack Leiter starts against the Guardians, his first home start in Arlington for Game 2 of the series on Tuesday. But in losing 4 in a row, the Rangers have scored just 6 runs total, and again, shut out by the Guardians in the opener on Monday night. Kevin Newman capping a 4-hit night, 2-run single in the bottom of the 9th inning. And the Diamondbacks able to come back and beat the Reds 6-5. Reds got 2 runs in the 8th inning to go up a run. Gabriel Moreno and Jock Peterson both hitting home runs for Arizona. Reds, their struggles continue. They've lost 3 in a row and 11 of their last 12. Astros never trailed, beat the A's 9-2 in the series opener in Houston. Alex Bregman had a night, 3 extra base hits, and 4 runs batted in. He also scored 3 runs. Bregman solo home run in the 4th and another solo home run in the 7th inning. 2-run double in the 8th inning. Spencer Arrighetti, tip of the cap to Spencer. 0-4 in his first 5 big league starts. Picked up his first big league victory in the opener against Oakland on Monday. Arrighetti, 2 runs allowed, both earned. Struck out 5 over 5 innings. A's are back on the struggle bus. 7 losses in their last 9, going from 17-17 to 5 games under 500. Ross Stripling taking the loss, now 1-7 on the year for the A's. Perhaps a sign of things to come. Trailing 4-0, Cardinals broke out. 8 runs 7th inning against the Angels in Anaheim. Win 10-5 against the Angels in the series opener. Nolan Arenado hitting his 3rd home run of the season. Ivan Herrera, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Cardinals have now won 2 straight after losing 7 in a row. Kyle Leahy didn't allow a run over 2 2/3 in relief, picked up the win, his first win at the big league level. Rockies, they've won 5 in a row, folks. They've dug themselves into a deep hole, but they've won 5 in a row. 5-4 victory against the Padres at Petco Park. Eloise Montero breaking a 1-1 tie, 2-run double for Montero. That in the 4th inning, he had 2 hits, 3 RBIs. Xander Bogaerts, Jurickson Profar, Jackson Merrill, all home runs for San Diego. Merrill, solo home run in the 7th inning. Got the Padres to within run. But the Rockies bullpen somehow, some way, able to close it out. 4 Colorado pitchers combining to walk 11 hitters, 8 over the final 3 innings. Padres left the bases loaded in the 8th inning, had the bases loaded in the 9th, but Manny Machado hit into a game-ending double play, and the Rockies hold on for the victory. You know, sometimes you talk about teams finding ways to lose games. The Rockies have had some interesting ways to win ball games. And again, Machado heading into a double play at the tying run at 3rd, go-ahead run and winning run at 2nd, but hit into the double play to end it against Colorado. George Kirby, 4th win of the season. 7 scoreless innings for Kirby at home in the start against the Royals. Mariners taking the opener 6-2. Kirby, 3 singles allowed, no walks, 6 strikeouts. Luke Raley, 3 hits, including a home run. He had 3 RBIs. Ty France also contributing with a 2-run home run, that in the 8th inning, as the Mariners were able to add on against Kansas City. Brady Singer took the loss, gave up 4 earned runs on 9 hits in his outing. And a memo to the dude. Let's call him a dude, all right? Let's call him a dude. A memo to the dude that caught back-to-back foul balls on consecutive pitches down the left field line at T-Mobile Park in Seattle on Monday. A memo to that man. This is sincere. If you'd like to go in on a lottery ticket in the coming days or weeks, I'm all in. Just the 2 of us. And again, thank you in advance. That is a wrap on day number 47 of the Major League Baseball regular season. Yankees-Twins underway on Tuesday in Minnesota. First of a 3-game series between those 2 teams who both enjoyed a day off on Monday. Interested and curious to see Chris Sale goes tonight for the Braves as they try to go up 2-0 in their series against the Cubs. Jack Leiter tonight on the mound for the Rangers as they try to even up that series at a game apiece against the Guardians in Arlington. Sugar's Random Thoughts brought to you by the Yellow Rose of Talbot Bed and Breakfast in Easton, Maryland. Considering a stay on the beautiful Maryland Eastern Shore this spring, summer, or fall, consider a stay at the Yellow Rose of Talbot B&B in Easton. Tell my sister Tammy, tell my brother-in-law Kenneth that I sent you their way. Ted Williams once said, quoted as saying, the best way to hit the curveball, don't miss out on hitting the fastball. I love doing this. I say it every time. That's how I open it up with it. And you may know where we're going here. But when was the last time you heard the name? I like this name. It came up the other day. Somebody showed a baseball card of Jermaine Dye. When was the last time you heard the name Jermaine Dye? Loved watching him hit. Really did. Dye, 14 seasons in the big leagues with the Braves, Royals, A's, and White Sox. big league career spanned from 1996, his rookie season with the Braves, through 2009. 325 career home runs for Jermaine Dye. Had a career high 44 home runs, 120 RBIs during his season in 2006 with the White Sox. All-Star with the Royals in 2000, and then again with the White Sox in 2006. World Series MVP in 2005 with the White Sox as they won all 4 games, one in a sweep against the Astros. Dye had 7 hits, a double, home run, 3 RBIs. World Series MVP on his resume. July 25th, 2001, Dye traded from the Royals to the Rockies. Same day, the Rockies moved him to Oakland in a separate trade as well. I remember that day, was with a Royals minor league affiliate in Kansas City, and Dye was part of the deal where he went to Colorado and never played a game for the Rockies. Rockies, same day, sending him to the Oakland A's. Once again, we remind you, follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got some great interviews up there. We're still trying to line up interviews, trying to get that on a consistent basis. But Lenox on Baseball YouTube channel, subscribe. We'd love to hear from you. Follow us on the Twitter and the X, formerly known as Twitter. That's what we say these days, at Lenox on Baseball as well. Again, that is a wrap on day number 47 of the Major League Baseball regular season. Jack Leiter tonight for the Texas Rangers. Chris Sale looking forward to his start against the Cubs, Yankees, and Twins underway in Minneapolis for the first of that 3-game series. We'll talk soon, everyone. Enjoy your day.